Zaldrizes Buzdaris goes down.
Alright, so shout out to Los Siete Reinos and Caceres, Spain. Caceres. Caceres? I don't know, but they do not disappoint. I don't know if y'all remember, but during season 1 House of the Dragon, when they were filming in Spain, we got some of the most leaks we ever done seen. We saw all of King's Landing, and we saw that cart that carried Alicent Hightower and her father and Rhaenyra, right? So this right here is confirmation that Heras will be marched through the streets of King's Landing, and it will be a royal funeral procession. I'll explain how I know it's confirmed in some of the other images I'm about to discuss. But before I discuss anything more, slap a like on this video, please. If you enjoy my content, if you're one of the 70% of people who view my House of the Dragon content and have not subscribed, please do so right now. If not, then you meanie. But no, seriously, what do I need to do to get you to subscribe? Just let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll probably do it. Also, the like goal for this video is going to be 420, and a special shout out to all of the executive producers over on my patreon.com. They are executive producers of this video. They're members of a Dragon Knight tier, right? They are Destiny Phillips, Tyler Schnabel, The North Must Remember, and my girl Breanne Johnson. Thank you all so much for your support, and also thank you for watching, and thank you to every single other member of my Patreon family over on patreon.com/RHuntsReviews. I don't not. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is the confirmation that the last image that I just showed was Jaehaerys' funeral, right? So we all know Blood and Cheese is happening. It's probably going to be in the second episode because that's directed by Claire Kilner. And Claire Kilner, in my opinion, when she directed episode 5, that was the heaviest amount of foreshadowing in all of season 1. Also, her perspective, her directorial capabilities are amazing. So I would love this shot from a female perspective, right? To show the reactions, right? The cause, the downfall of the Greens, right? This is part of it, right? Like, Daemon is able, in the novels, to successfully hire Blood, a former Goldcloaks member, and Cheese, a rat catcher in the Red Keep, to go and kill, right? Aegon's heir, right? Now, in the books, what happens is they go into Helena's chamber and they say, hey, mama, pick which one of your babies you want to die. So Helena, you know, wanting to spare her older children, she says Maelor. Maelor's her youngest, and she thinks that Maelor won't understand or know what's going on, right? Well, Blood and Cheese look at her, right? And they say, okay. And then they look at Jaehaerys, and then they look at Maelor, and they tell Maelor, you hear that, boy? Your mama wants you dead. And then they immediately strike off Jaehaerys' head, right? So Blood and Cheese, Blood is caught trying to leave from the King's Gate of King's Landing with Jaehaerys' head in a sack in the books. Blood, or Cheese rather, the rat catcher, disappears, but he's later, you know, we find out what happened to him in the main story where he dies down there, and there's a bunch of sacks of gold from King Viserys I that are found by Cersei and Jaime when they're looking for Tyrion after he shoots Tywin and leaves. So this in my opinion, is confirmation of that. Now, the next image, this is confirmation. I won't spend that much time talking about this. This is just really exciting. It's confirmation that Aegon will have his golden dragon banner like in the books. These horsemen, who I kind of cropped out for this image, are carrying the king's standard, right, ahead of, I'll discuss what they're carrying it in front of here in a second. But just know that King Aegon II will have a book-accurate banner. That's amazing. Let me know how excited you are down below in the comments. I was so excited I didn't explain this clearly. If you're just watching this video, this is all of the filming, the rehearsals that are going on today, yesterday, and then filming, actually tomorrow, happening in Caceres, Spain, right? So they film out in the open. This is for the streets of King's Landing. I just wanted to clarify that before I move any further, any more forward, right? So anyway, this right here is the confirmation for the last image, or the continuation of it. Remember that Aegon standard bearer, right? He's holding Aegon's book-accurate canonical sigil, right? His banner, right? These dudes were spotted in the rehearsal filming, marching in front of this wagon right here that's covered up. This is the head of Meleys. So in canon, after Rook's Rest happens, obviously Maylee's and Rainey's are dead. Now, I've been sent leaked information through the DMs over on Twitter. Please go follow me at @Sir_Hunts. But my source tells me that Maylee's dies in the battle, but Rainey's survives the fall and is then eaten by Sunfire, right? So that's besides the point. That may or may not happen. But what happens in canon and what's happening on this TV show is after Maylee's and Rainey's are killed, Maylee's head is removed. That's her dragon. The Scarlet Queen, right? The Red Queen, Maylee's, is, I believe she's the Scarlet Fury, but the Red Queen. Anyway, nicknames for Maylee's, Rainey's is dragon, right? The head is removed, put on a cart, and marched through the streets of King's Landing. Aegon II does this, and it's specifically mentioned that it hushes the small folk to silence, but he marches this dragon's head through the streets, and that's what's in this image right here. Now, underneath that tarp is a spiked dragon foam head. It's amazing. I cannot believe... no, it's terrible. I'm a Blacks fan. I'm also a Greens fan. I'm a Team Small Folk fan. I'm a team I read the goddamn book so many times, I really can't pick a side. It's too hard, right? But, yeah, this is crazy. This is going to be nuts. This scene will break the internet along with many other moments in House of the Dragon Season 2. Now, this is really cool. These are Aegon's knights. This is the royal procession leading... I couldn't exactly tell from the information that I was sent, but it's either this is the procession that follows Aegon into the city when Maylee's head is being marched, right? But you got to realize that in the books, Aegon is crippled during this time. So I don't know if he's going to be marching out in the open. He'll probably be behind a covered wain, right? He'll be inside, very similar to Alicent's carriage, if I'm not mistaken. Alicent's carriage was spotted marching along. But this could either be for Jaehaerys' funeral procession or for when Aegon returns successful from Rook's Rest with Maylee's head. Now, this is really interesting. There's a couple more images that are kind of duplicates of the ones I just discussed, but there's going to be a brothel called the Cock-Inn Tavern. It's really funny. So many sex jokes here. Now, I just want to wrap this video up by describing in detail what would happen in the actual rehearsal that, the whole thing wasn't filmed, but it was watched by people who saw it in Caceres. One of those people sent me this information. They said that the first thing that was filmed was a royal procession. It will obviously be taking place on the streets of King's Landing, and this is where Maylee's head was shown. Basically the blue foam prop that was going to be used in place of Maylee's head. And it was followed by the royal procession. So all those horses and mounted men that I showed you carrying Aegon's book-accurate banner. The second scene is very similar to the first scene, but it's actually Jaehaerys' funeral. So it's going to be an open cart procession. That's why the cart was covered up. It's got the prop body already in there. And then the last scene that was filmed is just a follow-up to Jaehaerys' funeral, and it's going to be with Alicent following with Aegon in Helena, and they're going to be, discussing a scene that will be filmed. That part of it will need to be filmed outdoors. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please slap a like on this video. Like goal is going to be 420. And also, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. Yeah. Thank you for watching.